It's like my favorite dance is like the robot, but I can never do it right. You know, like I look like Godzilla doing a robot, like, and not the good CGI Godzilla, like one of those old Japanese movies Godzillas where you can see the zipper.
Yeah,
that's what I look like.
The ones that be like all down in Times Square.
Yeah. Oh my God, those were so horrible, but I love them. Like the old black and white Godzillas.
There's no intro today. The intro's not going, so.
Hey, everybody, how's it going? We've been on mic this whole time. Is my volume to the volume up? Volume?
Yeah, your mic.
Oh, okay. Hey, remember last week I told y'all I was coming bearing gifts for y'all, because we like to, here at the Wooo Show, Millions and Millions, we like to give gifts, unlike our basketball counterpart. And here you are. Hi, this is T-Shack Talks, new FCN MMA wrestling correspondent. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So I'm glad that you're here. Finally, we can unveil a gift. We've been waiting on since Christmas to give y'all this, but
I had to prep.
You had to prep.
Yeah.
You had to prep. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and give them your goodies. Woo!
Oh. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Woo! Oh yes.
It's like that.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm more on the Charlotte side of it.
I love it. It's better than some of the guest woos we did hit on the show. Can we get a woo from behind the camera as well?
Woo.
Ooh.
That was almost like the Bobby Roode.
Yeah, that was that was the limp dick. Ooh. You need to get away. Viagra. So, welcome. It's finally good to have you here. We've been going back and forth for a while now. We knew that you were coming. Biggest reveal since John Cena coming out on at that one WrestleMania when he was supposed to be out with his.
I want to say this is easily our Ronda Rousey signing.
Yes, this is
Tiff,
easily.
You are the Ronda Rousey of FCN right now.
Yes.
Like, I would really like for you to Samoa drop Hokey Tone through the table.
Let's not do that.
I want to see you. I want to see a Samoan drop through the table.
Hey. We can't do that.
You want to do it?
No.
No.
Not ready for that.
No. Our insurance will cover it.
Hopefully, I can do a better promo than Ronda, though.
Oh!
Fire. Shots fired.
Bang, bang!
Just facts.
So, you're in the WWE, as you can see. So,
I'm into it, not in it.
Oh, so no wrestling for you?
No, none of that for me.
So, when we start our promo, because I decided that I was going to be FCN's Jeff Hardy. And we got Pimpin' Moolah.
Okay.
So you're just gonna commentate and.
I'm gonna commentate. I'm definitely gonna bring up the women because that's my favorite portion of the WWE. Want to make sure that they get talked about, not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
Who be talk about them in a bad way?
The Twitter audience.
Yes.
The tweets after the moolah.
Hey.
Terrible.
Hey, look. It was a different time then. Sometimes you just needed somebody to coordinate you. Let's be honest. Vince been pimping out these wrestlers for years now.
Well,
listen. Different does not equal effed up. That was an effed up time. That was an effed up time.
At least Vince is handing out those checks.
Yes.
Did you see that moolah? Like that she had that one African American wrestler that she was taking like almost 75% of her wages.
Yes.
And she in the 50s, and she was like, "Well, this is just what I had to do to survive," and she just went along with it because. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like crazy.
So, I mean, that was a good decision to take, Moolah's name off.
Definitely.
Which you brought up earlier. We was talking about what they're going to do about that statue.
Yes. Put it in the ocean with the rest of the things because there's nothing left to do with it. What are they gonna do with it?
Like you said, throw it in the Chicago River, right?
That's about it.
With the rest of everything else they did thrown in there.
And you brought up a good point too, talking about what are they going to have there? Is there going to be a trophy? Is there going to be something?
It was really weird for me watching SmackDown this week when you mentioned that, because they had the Andre statue out there on SmackDown. It was like, what we gonna, so listen, rename it China Battle Royale.
The people would love it.
I would love it.
That would be dope.
I would want to see a China statue.
Do you think she would catch the same flack?
No.
No, not at all. I'll say this. If they give her slack, they got to start giving X-Pac slack. They're going to have to. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to. It's like, y'all, I think it was a personal vendetta that was going on. That's why she was blackballed.
Because they act like they're scared to, whisper her name.
It was the first time we've heard China name mentioned on a Raw 25 show, and it was really weird for me. Mm-hmm. It was really weird for me. It was like,
watching the WWE Empowered special, and they just showed a couple of videos and some montages, but they didn't say anything about her really.
I honestly dislike the whole thought of them trying to be stop trying to separate yourself. Stop trying to separate yourself. They do it with Chris Benoit all the time. You do it with Eddie Guerrero sometimes. You do it with Chris Benoit. You don't talk about certain characters that have had done terrible things and everything. But yeah, it's like y'all have to mention her name. There's nothing wrong with her. Everybody gets to that age, they watch a flick, man. They gon' find out sooner or later, baby.
I'm just saying, give her her props.
Give her her props. One of the best Intercontinental runs all time. I loved it. She brought prestige to that title. Speaking of prestige, let's get into the show. So it was announced that over the weekend that Canelo has been suspended from the boxing match that he had as a rematch versus Triple G for drug usage for Centibol. I'm literally gonna. I am not a medical expert. Okay, I do not know how. It's Centibol.
Bottom line is drugs.
Drugs. Steroids. It's a steroid. Right, and everybody went up into an uproar about it, basically saying, "Oh well, nobody they weren't going to spin them," and said Triple G said something. So what I did, I wanted to pull what the drug that he was found with in his system, right? Okay. And I'm gonna ask you what you think. Did they make the right decision? So, Clinton Buterol. Okay. Is a fat burning drug. Okay. It also is it has a potent and longer lasting stimulant, which basically means that it helps with your blood pressure and your oxidation. So basically, you're not getting tired as you would, but it also is burning your fat off faster. Okay. Right? So basically, we're looking at a drug that is making it's the Viagra of the muscle world, right? That's a good way to put it. Yeah, let's break it down. It's not for down there, it's for up here, right? With them suspending them, is that the right decision?
It depends. It depends because I don't know much about it, but a drug is a drug, and if they're trying to keep it fair, then it probably is the way to move. They have to keep their name clean.
No, seriously. I totally agree with that thought. I wouldn't want to fight. Have you ever fought a crackhead? Anybody out there has fought a crackhead?
I have locked my doors when one has approached.
Okay. Crackheads are literally the closest thing to superheroes we have. They are like, they can take X amount of pain and keep going. They have super speed. They don't really need to eat or sleep. Like, they can be either vampires or superheroes depending on what time of the day it is. If it's real sunny up and you see them running down the street, they're a superhero. If it's late at night, you see them running, they're a vampire. You gotta know your different levels of crackheadism.
I'm learning.
Special needs kids are too, though. They have the strength of 10 men.
That went left.
I'm just saying, though. I knew a girl, I'm not going to say her government name. Let's say her name is, let's call her Nafisa. And it sounds very specific.
It sounds very specific.
Yeah, maybe that's her government. So, let's say she was in a group home. And let's say in this group home, let's say, for instance, someone that's possibly on this microphone was working in said group home during college. And to get his money from being funny. And this young lady used to have to wear mittens with balls on the end of them so she couldn't hurt herself or others. She weighed easily 90 pounds, and it would take 4 200-plus grown men to subdue her. And she could easily buck all of them off of her.
She's an X-Man.
I'm not joking. She was a literal X-Men. And let me tell you something. Not me. This is the person that I was getting this information from. Was afraid of her. Not me. Because I wasn't on the premises. I was in the streets.
Yeah.
I'm a thug. I'm an absolute thug.
Yeah, he pimping moolah, baby.
I am absolutely.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah,
will never go anywhere.
Like, literally, I don't get it. So now they're saying basically he has to prove that it came from meat contamination. And I'm like, really, fam? So y'all know for the past 5 years he's been training out of San Diego. All of a sudden, it's been a meat contamination for the past 10 years, right? And now all of a sudden, when you got the biggest fight of your life versus Triple G, you decide, oh, we're going to go train in Mexico, where the meat contamination is.
Where the drugs flow freely.
Where the drugs flow freely, baby.
They flow very free.
And I'm sitting here like, Vince, you need to call BS on this, man. Like, we need Vincent Kennedy McMahon giving out the boxing suspensions for now on. From now on, because this is really ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And so, whatever, they giving full refunds back. So I gotta call my agent, the FCN agent, and get my money back because they giving full refunds. I don't want to see Triple G fight nobody, because I wasn't gonna be in the VIP section. Me and Floyd.
Really?
Yeah. Me and Floyd, we go way back.
Way back.
Yeah, he's my cousin's second cousin, twice removed.
Yes, sir. Move on now.
Speaking of Floyd, so there's another rumor going around that Floyd is gonna be in MMA.
Which I think is a horrible decision.
Please explain to them how horrible it is.
I just think it's bad because he doesn't get hit often. And now you are entering into a sport where you will get hit often.
Yes. Floyd, you're 41. Stop it. But apparently what they're going to do, they're going to give him an exhibition match versus WWE's own CM Punk. If y'all could see the grimacing faces around the studio right now, everybody just put their head down in shame. Like, we all on this long bus trip and it's not gonna end. No,
I just want to call a spade right now. Let me say this. It is a sham. If UFC legitimately books this fight, they will forevermore be no different than Vincent Kennedy McMahon's WWE. For me, Dana White and whatever the hell the parent company is named now. I don't even know what the parent company is named now.
It's
Zulu Nation, African Bambaataa, whatever they call themselves, party people. They are now sports entertainment.
Yes.
That is a circus. That fight will be a total farce because, first and foremost, Phil has no business in the UFC to begin with.
Not at all.
No business in the UFC. And let's be very clear, he has no business in any arena with a world-class athlete like Floyd Mayweather.
Yes.
Floyd Mayweather is going to hurt him. It's over for him. After this, take the money and just go away. Whatever paycheck that they give you, you're going to need it for reconstructive surgery.
Yes.
On your face, your reputation, and your pride.
What you think? Left orbital or right orbital?
Jesus orbital. He's
he
gonna
fuck his third out.
All of it.
Yeah, you can definitely go from taking normal hits like Ronda Rousey and then taking not normal hits in the WWE, but you can't go backward.
Yeah, you can't go backward.
You can't go the other way.
Yeah, and you know what kills me about that? Everybody keep on saying, well, if Brock Lesnar was able to go to the UFC, then why everybody so down on CM Punk? And it's like, bro, Brock Lesnar was a national fucking wrestling champion. Like, what are we saying here? Y'all, you comparing apples and oranges. Like,
yeah, you're talking about a guy that was a backyard wrestler for fun. You know, like,
and probably still does it on his farm.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously. Like I remember watching a video when Brock Lesnar first came to the WWE of him bench pressing a telephone pole. And I was like, okay.
This is going to be something.
It was scary. Like, legit, big, buff, white men that look like super soldiers scare the hell out of me. It's like, I'm running the other way. Hold on, my Aryan. Let me get across the street before you walk down. Like, you know how people be like, if I see somebody with a hoodie just walking down the street, I cross the street. No, I see Aryans, and buff Aryans scare the hell out of me. Like, nah, I'm all right. I'm gonna cross over. But whatever. Good luck, CM Punk. Hopefully,
good luck.
You go
Prayers, good luck.
Prayers.
All of it.
Listen, when you go back after that fight, if they honestly booked that fight, when you go back to a WWE event, the crowd would no longer chant CM Punk. They would be like, prayers for a Punk.
Prayers for a Punk. Prayers for a Punk. Prayers for a Punk.
All day.
That's gonna be the chant.
Prayers up.
Shirts, signs in the audience.
Hey, somebody gonna make a killing off that. This is gonna be a great hashtag.
Was that a pun intended? That was a good one. Somebody's gonna make a killing off of that. Get it? Get it?
Okay. So Strong Style happened. I know that you're finally getting into New Japan.
Yes, this is a new world for me.
Yes, because you're a huge WWE fan.
Yeah, more on the WWE than anything else.
Okay, so who would you have as a poster on your wall? Like, was it Rock or Stone Cold? Who?
Oh, The Rock. All day. The Rock. The Rock. All day long. Today, The Rock.
Oh, still today?
Yes.
You've changed the poster throughout the years.
Now, I will say, now that I'm older, looking back at Stone Cold, I really like him more than what I used to. I think I just really relate with the, like, just being an employee and, like, man, that stuff, like, really, like, you really feel that.
You just want to go in there and
I'm not saying all that.
Okay. No. She did not say all that. Yeah. Disclaimer.
It's relatable.
It's relatable.
I feel like his story is more relatable as an adult than back then.
Yes. Even though he had 3 moves.
Oh, so did The Rock.
No. God, no. The Rock was a performer.
No, he was certainly a performer.
No, he had much more moves.
He had the Samoan drop. He had one of the best DDTs in WWE history.
Okay, we're counting.
Spine Buster.
We're counting those in as well. Gotcha.
Yeah, his moves
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Stone Cold was keep punching you, stomp a mud hole in you, stun a brawl.
Gotcha. Luther. Mud hole is part of the brawl.
Yeah.
So it's brawl, Luther's,
which is when he jump on you and then brawl you.
and then stun.
And then cuss you out at the end.
That's absolutely
cuss you out at the end.
That is absolutely it, man. Stone Cold got 3 moves, man, and nobody wants to admit it. He's got 3 moves, man, to do. And listen,
that's how tight he was. He was so entertaining.
He was not that. He was not as tight.
He was really tight.
He was not as tight. And you know what? Let me say this. I think, and I just want to say this. I want to say this. Stone Cold is so overrated. It's not funny. Oh. It's not even funny. He has
the creativity.
No. 2 of Hulk Hogan's personas are way above. Listen, Hollywood is way above the Rattlesnake. Hollywood, when he became Hollywood, listen, the Hulkster, the immortal Hulk Hogan is above. Listen, man, when that dude,
you want to put Nitro Hogan over?
That's Hollywood.
Hollywood was Nitro Hogan.
With the black,
with all the black.
Yeah, that's Hollywood.
Always.
That's Hollywood.
Okay.
That's Hollywood. With the boa. Yeah,
okay.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood. Listen, Austin. Everybody liked him and DX because you were a little kid, right? And
they cursed.
And you got to go back to school the next day and be like, "Suck it," right? And so
they had good gimmick.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they didn't. He was a borderline racist white boy. Like let's call it what it is. The whole group of them, DX, when they came out in blackface, when they all came out in blackface with the afro and the blackface, I was like, we're done here. When Triple H was the Croc, and did you smell what the Croc is cooking? And he had the blackface and the afro. I was like, we're done here. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Austin, I was waiting for Austin to say nigga. I was waiting for him to say, I'm gonna stomp a mud hole in your black ass nigga. And I was like, go ahead and say it, Austin, because I know you want to.
But he never did.
Yeah, boy.
But he was, listen, the bionic redneck. Nah, man.
Honestly, when y'all remember the Longest Yard, the newest one, not the Burt Reynolds one, the Adam Sandler one. The way he was in that movie, I was like, he's playing this role a little bit too well.
Kevin Nash.
Yes. Yeah, like y'all playing these roles a little bit too well.
Too real. Him and Kevin Nash was too real, man.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, like you like literally I was like, man, Stone Cold's in the movie. And then he started playing, I'm like, huh.
Okay, back to New Japan.
New Japan.
Yes.
So it happened, one of the things that didn't happen was Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio did come out because he was supposed to.
Fave.
That's your fave? So
that's the fave.
That's the fave. Mm-hmm. So you got Rey Mysterio, Rock. What we gonna go? Randy and Ric Flair. You doing an R thing right there? No, no. Not Randy Orton. Randy Macho Man Savage.
Randy Orton today.
Really?
Yes. I approve.
I
don't know what that was. That was weird. But Ray came out. He wasn't able. He tore his left bicep, so he wasn't able to go against Liger. And if anybody know, I've been like pumped about this. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a remix of '96, and it didn't happen. But he did say that he will be performing as soon as he's able to, he's gonna be stepping into a New Japan ring. So like, I'm pumped. That was a great segment. It was just good to see him in California, you know, and address the crowd. I thought that was very classy. So get well soon, Ray.
Definitely.
What I did want to talk about mainly, we had the second U.S. champion of New Japan, Jay White, go against Adam Page, right? And I hated the match.
What was wrong with it?
So I'm a sequencing guy. I love sequences, right? It was way too many big spots and not enough sequencing. And I like literally, I watched this match and was scared. I was scared because one of them, like Adam Page, almost broke his neck on multiple occasions.
Were they just doing the most?
They were doing the absolute most. Listen, I love Strong Style. I love New Japan. I think that they have a better product than WWE right now. That their wrestling tells stories. You feel involved with it. But in these spots, in that type of match with no sequencing and just a bunch of big spots where is at one point Jay White did a German suplex, went for a German suplex and he botched it. But it was on the apron. Ooh. Adam Page almost fell on the apron, dead on his neck. And if it wasn't for the fact that he seen it, felt it happen, you could tell he forced a backflip. He forced a backflip to save his own life. I did not like this match. I think that literally something has to be done with this one. We've seen way too many injuries like this, you know, from these big matches. And, you know, you want those big spots.
Definitely.
You know, every match should have a big spot or several big spots. But literally, to make a full match with big spots like that, where it was way too many risks and not enough rewards, it was scary. Can y'all name off some of the matches we've seen like that? Like just like
the Brock Lesnar.
The Brock Lesnar. Like you listen. You will never forget. You're absolutely right. So go ahead.
Yes, the Brock Lesnar moment. And like I watched the interview about that, and he was saying that he wasn't 100% sure about doing it. About doing the what was the move?
Shooting star press.
Yes, the shooting star press. He wasn't all the way sure about it. And I mean, I've never seen him get on the bottom rope, let alone the top rope.
Right.
So just to see him do that and then hit his neck the way he did, he had no business doing that. Yeah,
and it like literally, I was sitting there and, you know, take in mind, these guys are the AJ Styles size. They're the Shawn Michaels size, etc. You know, but it was scary. It was a very scary match. It didn't tell a story. I didn't feel intrigued to watch. In fact, several times I got up and went and made me a sandwich because the first sandwich was good. The second sandwich was great. The third sandwich, it could have been better. But the match could have been better. You know, right. It was like it was good, but I wasn't with it. But of all the matches that I did see, I did love. I think the most standout match was the main event, which was the Young Bucks versus the Golden Lovers. Anybody that's been following, Golden Lovers reunited. They were a tag team previously. They ended up reuniting Kodo and Kenny, and they went against the Young Bucks, who now just moved up to heavyweight from junior weight over in New Japan because they got weight classes over there. And this literally is a match of the year contender. It was a 40-minute match that is a match of the year contender. You know, on all scales, whether it's tag team, whether it's just regular. This match, it told a story. You felt good about it. You felt what they were feeling, the wrestlers, and it was one of those matches where you were like, I can believe this. I can believe this. Kind of like the Shawn Michaels Undertaker match, when the retirement match for them. It was like you knew that something was on the line there, right? And I think that we don't have a good WWE right now doesn't have a lot of great matches that can tell a story in the ring without having a promo behind it. You know, they push the promos too much in WWE.
Yeah, they're very scripted, not supernatural.
Yeah,
like
it just feels like let the wrestlers in the ring, like the New Day and Usos.
Oh, that was the best.
The best,
that was the best.
And it felt like a story was gonna happen in there. You know, you was like, we want to be the best tag team. Y'all in our way. This is what we're gonna do. And literally, if you guys haven't watched the match, go back and go watch it. Y'all,
I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, I've seen you as people.
Yeah, I was trying to prep, you know.
Yeah, it like in the meeting room. But it was a really good match. So hats off to y'all. I can't wait to Sakura Genesis. My team of the night for that. My team of the night actually went to Suzuki Gun. I love the villain angle they have. I love it. It's nothing else to say. Like, y'all gotta go check them out. WWE. Let's talk this headache we have. So first and foremost, we never got to the Ultimate Deletion.
Yes.
So it's been rumors been reported, right?
Okay.
That at a recent live show, Bray Wyatt showed up. First time since the Ultimate Deletion. And Matt Hardy came out and addressed him as Woken Wyatt. Soon enough, Bray attacked him, but Matt came out on top. What did you think of the Ultimate Deletion? What do you think about rebranding Bray Wyatt?
So I don't have a lot of background knowledge on Woken Matt. So to me, I was really just trying to soak it all in and really just see what the world thought about it, because I was definitely on Twitter while it was going and people were loving it. So it definitely makes me want to figure out the background on that, because it seems like a dope concept, and it seems like something that the WWE needs to keep going with.
Yes.
Bray Wyatt definitely needs like a turnaround on his gimmick. I think he can stay with it, but change it into something else.
Yes. You're on to something here.
Yes.
You're on to two things. I want you to go, Tom. I want to let you talk about that one part, but I want to say something what you just said. This is what WWE hasn't committed to with Matt Hardy. You have to give Matt Hardy the exact amount of time that you gave to Breezango.
Yes.
Matt Hardy needs to create the Woken universe. You need to allow him that same time to tell this story to entertain people. Because if you give Matt Hardy the exact amount of time that you gave Breezango, the WWE universe will explode with Matt Hardy with the Woken universe. He will entertain.
Yes.
He will pull in so many people with his antics. Like, I think TNA had it right because
they had it right.
They had it right because they didn't have anything else to do. They were like, look, man, we're losing, so let Matt Hardy do what Matt Hardy does. And they won. They were the biggest and best thing out there on the internet.
Yes, I mean, and literally, they got a TV deal based off what Matt Hardy was doing, because they had lost their TV deal.
Yep.
And once that broken universe happened, they got their TV deal back. And it was like, yo, it was the dopest concept in the world. You know, he was the world champion and he had followers and etc. I loved it. You know, if they rebrand, like you were saying, keep Bray Wyatt, right? But make him Sting. We want, like, You literally, like, we've always had Bray Wyatt follow the Fireflies, right? Mm-hmm. I am woken now. I am woken Wyatt. Now I shall awaken you. And, you know, you will have those heel people, and you will have Bray coming out as, like, the avenger of all the faces that's getting beat up, you know? And you never know when he pops up. Just like Sting was back in Nitro and in WCW, make Bray that.
Imagine Bray literally being that guy. So instead of him being this dark demonic force, now he's this light, this force for good, and he's this, like you said, this avenging angel now, that he's in the rafters, and he's wearing white, and he's coming up and he's saving people now. And imagine that, man. And he's cutting positive promos. And he's like, man, listen, Bray could be huge. And listen, you can easily keep Bray and just switch him on and off from light and dark for the next 20 years.
Exactly.
Yep. Undertaker.
For the next 20 years, he could be
Undertaker.
He could be the flip-flop Undertaker.
Like,
and we would all
buy it. We would all buy it.
We would all buy it. That like something happens and he goes back to the dark side, and then he comes back to the light. Like, and we would all buy it.
I'm with it.
I would be with that. Oh my God! Like when we were talking about that in prep, I was like, yo, that would be glorious. And he, you know,
I would be into it.
And you literally have like a struggle, you know? You could rebuild the Wyatt family under the Woken. You could do so much with it, you know? And I like, you got the Bludgeon Brothers real heels right now. Rebuild the Wyatt family where he comes and takes them back, but as Woken now, you know? Like,
ooh, you on to something.
You on to it. You was the one. The one thing I didn't like was the commentating on the Ultimate Deletion.
And he still don't care.
Michael Cole, that is.
I was watching it this week, and he was still just like, whatever.
And he still called it obnoxious. Like,
yeah.
It was still disrespect. Like,
he is not a fan, and it is clear. He was the one that voted no in a room full of yes, probably.
Yeah, he was that guy.
He had to be that guy.
He was the one, huh?
There's always what. There's always what.
He was the one, huh?
Oh yeah, he was definitely the one, and he's not gonna hide it either.
Yeah, I think that's the most obnoxious thing in the world. I think that it, like, you guys were so over with this when it was the Wyatt Family New Day thing that you were saying. Y'all did it with the House of Horrors, but now all of a sudden you have a problem with Matt Hardy putting out a very, refreshed version, basically like an original version of it, and you basically shooting it down. Like, what's your problem? Like, bro, announce and shut up. Like, you ain't gotta. We don't need your opinion, fam. Like, the fans gonna tell you what they want. They gonna tell you what they want. It be Monday night and they chanting Rusev Day. You know?
Exactly.
Stop. Don't do that. Don't bury nobody. Speaking of Undertaker, going back to Undertaker, we still ain't. You look.
I'm just. I think I'm about over it. Every week you come out, you're like, John Cena's like, oh, where's the Undertaker? Roll out a coffin, do something, and it's literally like nothing. It's like they rolled out Kane because he was there.
Hey, Glenn, you doing something tonight? We can't get Mark on the phone. Can you put your mask on?
Yeah.
Get your tights on.
Is the wig on there?
Yeah. It's the wig.
You got the lace front together? You got the lace front? What you got? Hawaiian Silky? What is that? Yaki 1B? What you got?
Exactly.
Peruvian? What you got on there?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that mongoose is attached to that mask.
We could really let it go because we know what it is.
We know you bald, man.
Let it go.
Oh, man. I wonder, do he still wear that one eye contact under the mask?
I don't think so, because I was looking at his eyes the last time just to look and see?
No, so
I don't think I've
you were
seen
getting
it.
ready to say something, Tiff. So tell me though, like your perspective of what's going on creatively a week out.
A week.
So, okay, so I watch a lot of behind the scenes type of documentaries on the WWE app.
Right.
So I have a little bit of background knowledge. I feel like unless he wasn't telling the truth, I don't know. It could all be, I don't know. But anyways, the Undertaker was talking about how he was wanting to retire because he didn't want people to pay these stacks on stacks for tickets, and he's not able to perform at a certain level anymore. He didn't want to tarnish his own
legacy.
Exactly. So he's choosing to retire. So why come back out of retirement again? Like I felt like we had a great ending to it. Like, why?
They ain't got nothing for John Cena. Like I think that there's too many injuries right now, right? Where if Samoa Joe wasn't injured, right, it would change the landscape of WrestleMania. You know, we know that. Few other people, if they wasn't injured, we would have a solid WrestleMania. But now we're sitting here and we have to keep on having John Cena come out to antagonize, and it's like this is literally. So I was looking at it Monday and I was like, hell, this is Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. This is the same storyline going parallel. You know, and when I realized that, I'm like,
Well,
how the hell didn't I notice till now?
I didn't catch that.
Like, you ain't gonna show up. You ain't gonna show up, you know, and then finally you show up and it's a big thing. And I'm sitting there like, y'all got the same storyline running twice? Okay, Ro. Okay, WWE, that's what we gonna do. You know, but it's not surprising because even on Monday they had like 3 segments for Ronda Rousey.
Three,
I
4. But let me say this though. Let me say this. Did you all see the promo that Stephanie and
Triple H put out?
that they put out?
Yes.
That is how you put asses in the seats.
Yes.
I am a fan of promos. I am a fan of packaged promos. One of my all-time favorite promos. If you don't remember it, please look it up. It is The Rock versus Mankind's I Quit match. It is one of the greatest packages WWE ever put together. It was like Mick Foley like, and you say I quit. Listen, oh my God, you gotta watch that package. It's an amazing package. But when Triple H and Stephanie did, Hunter looked like dead ass.
Somebody give him an Oscar.
No, for real. Give him.
He can act, like, for real.
He can act. And Stephanie, and then the trainer. Give him one. Like, everybody involved. He was like, well, you know, I train, you know, UFC. I train NFL guys getting ready for Super Bowls. And I'm going to be honest with you. Stephanie McMahon and Hunter are on par with those guys. I was like, damn, I believed it.
And
I believed.
Do you know what made it the best? What sold it to me? The fact that they had her training like a UFC promo. Had them training like a UFC promo.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Ronda's former UFC champion. We're gonna have her train. I was like, okay, don't put her in the ring. Put her in the. I thought that was dope.
Listen, and to say when Stephanie said, "This is my ring," I grew up. She's at a disadvantage. Like, and the confidence of Stephanie. Like, this is what I'm saying here. Everyone that's in this business, I don't care. You know, the Kevin Stones, whatever the hell he's going by, whoever he is, El Genericos, all these guys who think that they've been in the business for years, right? They should all stop what they're doing. Like, legit, stop what they're doing, go home, and not just watch that promo. You study it. You dissect that promo. Because they just showed you how to carry your career for the next 15 years, including someone like John Cena. Cut out all of that cartoon shtick that you do, John, with all the bug eyes and all. Like, look, John, cut that shit. Stop playing to the kids, John. Stop. You want to put asses in the seats for real besides your body, because that's what John has been selling. John is like a woman out there. John sells tits and ass because that's what John is out there selling. John is out there selling pecs and abs. John is out. No, seriously. John is out there selling the male version of titties and ass. Okay? He is. He is a boy Barbie.
I am dead.
He is a boy Barbie. He's a He-Man doll. I bought He-Man because He-Man had the biggest titties, the biggest guns, and the most ripped abs. Like that was the reason.
He can beat everybody.
He can beat that. Look at this nigga. Look at the guns on this nigga. Like if any boy would tell the truth, they would tell you, like, he got all the muscles. And nobody would sit with them pecs. He got the biggest titties. Them is just male titties.
Big Aryans.
Them just man titties. And he got the biggest man titties.
Middies.
The biggest middies.
Middies.
Middies. And they cut a, listen, that is in my top 5 all time.
All time.
All time. If we go back and if I want to literally go back, we should have a promo night. We should go back and pull some of our favorite promos. We should do FCN2 Woo show favorite promos. Everybody pull their favorite top 5 promos, and then we rank. But that is one of my favorites. And after that, like, tell me whose promo thus far sold you. Who has a promo right now for WrestleMania? Who has a promo for WrestleMania?
Ronda. That's it.
They are probably because AJ and Shinsuke doesn't even have a promo.
They don't need a promo though.
But you should.
You should. No, you should.
Like, everybody should have. Listen, man.
But
everybody should have.
That goes back to the booking is not happening this year. Like, we're a week out and we're finally starting. They're still making matches.
Yeah.
They're still making. It's like, what? Okay, how are you still making matches a week before WrestleMania? This is supposed to have been in the bag. We supposed to already knew what was going on. They announced the Shane and Daniel Bryan versus Kevin and Sammy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this what we doing, fam? Like, all of a sudden y'all get a main spot on WrestleMania. You know, you have Rusev trying to get into the U.S. title championship. You have the triple threat with the Bludgeon Brothers, Usos, and New Day.
Where are the specialty matches, though? Are we going to get any of that? Ladder matches, table matches?
Your guess is good.
I mean,
we
talk on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where are those matches at? Where are we gonna get these the WrestleMania moments from?
Okay, you know what? But I think you mentioned that at the top of the show. What did you say what you're here for? You said you're here for what?
I'm here to help me, because you know my memory bad.
My memory is just as bad.
You said at the top of the show, you said you're here for, when you watch WWE, you're here for what? You remember? You said you're here for the women's division.
I am.
Right?
Yes, that is what I said.
That's your specialty match now. No. Think about it. Look at the time now. That Battle Royal that they have put in there. Look at the greatest WrestleMania of all time, which I attended, WrestleMania X7, WrestleMania 17, right? They had the gimmick Battle Royal.
Oh, with Santina.
No. That was the one where all the gimmicks, Duke Dumpster, the Iron
Sheet. Doink the Crown.
Doink,
yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
They all came out, Bobby the Brain and whatchamacallit commentated. What's his name? I'm coming for you, nigga. Mean Gene Oakland. They both commentated. They were down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mean Gene, because that's how my brain works. So they
like,
were together. And so that spot now, that would have been something for that, is now for the women, right? Then you have how many women's matches now?
Yeah.
You have 2 women's matches.
You have
two
titles.
Yeah. You have two women's title matches, and possibly a third with Bayley versus
Sasha.
Sasha.
They're both in the women's battle royale.
They need to stop.
But I think they're probably pulling them out of that to give them a solo match.
Really?
They're gonna have to, because they're running out of people, and there's that little backstage situation.
I think they're giving them a solo match.
Yeah.
I think they're giving them a match.
A grudge match.
I think they're giving them a match. Because they can pull anybody from NXT and all that stuff to put them in that battle royal. Like, who cares? Take them 2 out of there, give them a match. And especially, what happens if Chompers is hurt? Did you even talk about that?
Yeah, no, we haven't.
So move on.
Yeah, so since he brought it up,
Chompers Flair.
Chompers Flair.
I can't.
Woo. No, do you woo?
Woo.
Yeah. We gonna have a video of all of us doing the Flair strut. She has a horrible strut, by the way. It's awful. It is so bad.
She is trying.
I cringe when she does it. I'm like,
is the strut.
Yeah.
Like, you had your whole life to mimic this,
and you just didn't.
She doesn't have the
suave.
Nick Cassidy.
Like, cause even Rick in the video, the Migos video, he was still hitting it.
He was still. I was like, this is for the culture, baby. This is for the culture. All my drink, hip hop and Ric Flair. I could die a happy man now. But Charlotte was pulled from
mixed match challenge.
Yeah,
which I think her and Bobby Roode look really good next to each other. I just want to say that
you relationship in them.
They have the chemistry on the little selfie videos that WWE got everybody doing now. They have a very strong chemistry.
And so think about it. Not only chemistry, but their gimmicks really tie in well together.
Yes,
they would be. You know what? They would be an amazing little faction. Like, they both come out with these robes. Wait a minute, you know, Tiff?
I peeped it. Yes,
Tiff.
Put them together in some way. Now
hey,
I did
WWE copyright FCN 2K.
Right. I don't know how old Charlotte is. I did find out that Bobby Roode is 41.
Really?
Yes.
He looks good for 41.
Yes. And that's why I think they're pushing him quickly, because he's on his way.
But this is the same thing with Shinsuke.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Asuka.
And AJ. All of them are, and they 30s and up. AJ is 35, 36.
No. AJ is 39, bro.
He 39?
The front door.
AJ is 39 years young, fam. AJ, listen. Your favorite is 40 years old, man. Your faves is 40, man. And they out here burning the house.
Yeah.
Man. Look how old Shinsuke is, like 37, 38. Asuka is 37, 38 years old.
Yes.
Asuka.
I'm shook because I had no idea.
Asuka. My baby mama is 40.
That I did know.
She's 40. Yeah. Tamina.
Yeah.
Tamina's 40. She still can catch it, though. She can still get knocked up. She still got a couple years left before.
I think she's hurt
the great
too.
Pause happen, huh?
She's hurt too, I think.
Yeah, she's hurt.
Everybody.
I pump life back into her.
Okay.
So
Charlotte's injured. So now we're at a point where
possibly injured.
So what was her injury?
Something about dental work. That's what I read. I don't know how true that is. They said something about a mouth infection and surgery taking her out.
Herpes.
Mouth infection.
I think it's all of them fake ass Ric Flair mouth she got, man. Like that. Listen, that family is played with the raggediest mouth in all of wrestling. And I said wrestling
because they from down south.
Because they got the raggediest mouth. Rick's mouth is raggedy. Ashley's mouth is raggedy. Did you hear me? Go look at listen. Her whole mouth is veneers. She ain't got a real tooth in her mouth. Everything I said, raggedy, wrestling, tooth, mouth is all fake. It's all fake. Ain't nothing real happening over there. Woo!
She can't say woo too hard, they'll fly out.
Her mouth don't even, like, her teeth don't even sit right in her mouth. Look, watch her smile. It's like she's like one of the Migos. It's like Offset.
No, that's how Lil Scrappy. Have y'all seen Lil Scrappy recently? Because I be watching Love and Hip Hop, and he has veneers, and like he can't close his mouth. That's how much work he had gotten done. I'm gonna have to go back and look because I am not super observant.
What cartoon was that where they took the old man dentures and put it in?
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. Yeah. Oh, Bart.
Why do I know exactly what you're talking about?
My episodes right there.
Oh man. So she might not supposedly. Because they pulled her from live shows too, not just the Mixed Match Challenge. Mm-hmm. So we don't even know if she's gonna be ready for WrestleMania.
She's gonna make it. She's gonna listen. They gonna listen. Get your ass out there. They gonna shoot her in the mouth.
Take these Botox.
Take the swelling out your face and go in there and lose to Asuka. You got to do this. Go out there. And give the match of the night. You know what I mean? Because what else can we do? Shane is gonna be gone.
Supposedly.
Do you think that's real? Do you guys think that's real? Or do you think that's kayfabe? Like, what do you guys think? Like,
I think it's kayfabe.
I don't think it's real.
You don't think that's real? So you think Shane is gonna hulk up and come back off of the gurney?
I mean, when they said he was at the hospital on the show, I was like, he is in his hotel room.
Yeah.
Thick neck Shane? Shane's thick. That's a thick brother. Shane thick. That's a thick ass dude, man. Like, you just be looking at Shane like, damn, Shane is thick as hell, man. Like, that nigga look like he is unstoppable, like, for real.
And
like,
he's 50. He's 50.
The amount of damage his body has taken.
Yes.
Like, you would think, like, he would be done.
You get a power, like, that's why I was saying, it's not, like, a power bomb on an apron. Man, I've seen you jump off 50-foot scalpelings and through tables and
like Kevin Owens said, I've seen you jump off of buildings.
Yeah.
What's that word again, Andrew?
Scaffolds.
Okay. I'm not judging.
Okay.
But when Kurt Angle tried to suplex him through glass and he fell on his head.
Listen, and it didn't shatter and he fell dead on his head.
And you heard that strike.
You heard it. It was.
There go another botch spot.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at Tiff with the friend. Bring her a crown next week. You need a crown. You need to be the queen.
Just make sure I can put it around.
You can't mess up her hair. Black girl matters.
We're gonna get you a robe and have you sparkly and a crown.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a bathrobe with some bedazzled on it. And
can we at least use clear glue this time? Because I know the last robe we tried to, it just didn't turn out.
Was it hair glue? The black.
We don't want to talk. We don't talk about the last robe.
I don't even think it was real glue though. I think it was paste.
Yeah, that was a really weird.
We went a real weird space.
Yeah, Arts and Crafts Day just does not go well at FCN. In the Children's Center, it does not.
It does not. Please don't mention nothing that goes down in the Children's Center.
They better.
I don't like the way that sounded. That made us sound real creepy.
I
don't want anybody
I'm not
to
creepy.
Okay.
Move on, sir.
Okay. So, what else we got? What else
happened on SmackDown?
What else happened on SmackDown?
Were you shocked that Undertaker didn't come out like what?
I'm not. It's like I think they're overselling this, and honestly, if he does come out this coming Monday or Tuesday, I'm gonna be done. It's gonna be like, all right, because it's like you make this. He made this cryptic promo during Raw 25 where I put many people to rest. And this is where they're all gonna rest in peace. And I was like, oh, so this is him officially announcing his retirement, which made sense. You got retired by the new guy, which was Roman Reigns, you know.
Oh.
Why are you booing Roman?
No, I'm not booing Roman. I'm booing that match. That was a bad
match. Yes.
And that's what the Undertaker was talking about. You know how much them tickets are at WrestleMania? And you over here like not performing at your best?
I don't know. My mother buys my WrestleMania tickets.
So do you know how much these WrestleMania? I know their stacks. What?
I usually prostitute myself for WrestleMania, so.
You guys, do you know how much?
Good call. Good call. Talk to the FC
universe. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're more legit than us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't want to be old, like not that old's a bad thing, but I wouldn't want to tarnish my legacy just because the people want it.
Yeah. I mean,
people want Shawn Michaels to come back, but why?
Right, when you can't perform at the level that they all know you as.
Right.
And, you know, I agree. I definitely agree. But, like, okay, so let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you this question. If he came back as the American Badass, could he perform better
yes.
as the American Badass?
Rather than the Dead Man, yes.
Versus as the Undertaker.
That is interesting.
I would want to see that because American Badass was... It was Stone Cold. It was City's version Stone Cold, basically. That's literally what he was. And he was a brawler. He was a fighter.
But here's the problem, guys. Didn't he have a hip replacement?
He had many injuries.
Right, but the last one, I think, right after WrestleMania.
Right after Brock Lesnar, yeah.
No, I think right after Roman.
It was after Roman?
I think it was right after Roman. I think he had a hip replacement. And after a hip replacement, you have a 70-something% chance of life. Like, it's your life goes down exponentially after having a hip replacement. And so, yeah. So, you're looking at, that's a very major surgery.
So, in y'all opinion, is this do they actually have Taker booked against Cena, and they're just playing it out like they don't, or is this really them trying to pull Mark back into the ring?
Tiff?
I think John Cena's gonna be in the back with the catering. I don't think anything's gonna happen.
That's awful. Okay, so let me ask you. So if that's the case, how do you rank that? What's your opinion on that they've done that to all of us for weeks now?
Weeks.
No, it is terrible that they've been pubbing this whole thing and then nothing really comes from it. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to put butts in seats. Like, at this point, I really don't know where they're going with WrestleMania. Because like I was mentioning earlier, it just feels like WrestleMania creeped up on the staff and they were like, oh, we gotta get some storylines going. Sasha knock out Bailey real quick and go ahead, John Cena go out there and ask for the Undertaker. We don't even know if we got him. Like, I just feel like that's the rush.
So here's what I want, right? I want everything. I want John Cena to get down to the ring at WrestleMania, right? And then Undertaker music blast, right? And we see a hooded figure come out, tall, menacing. You're like, oh snap, Undertaker did show up, right? Mm-hmm. Lights come on, hood still on. Pull it off is Big Cass. And that's how you bring Big Cass back into the mix.
I legitimately wish that I had the sound effect queued up.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah,
we're here. We're here.
Wow.
Hey, you gotta do something, man.
Dang, at least so many people out. Like, gosh.
That was overkill, sir. I already did it.
Idea or Big Cass being revealed?
Everything that has to do with the audience will be like, oh, what?
I'd be so confused. That was hilarious. I want to say, what this feels like to me, and this is going to be ultimate shade. This feels like Black Expo.
Every year.
This WrestleMania feels like Black Expo, fam. It feels last minute. It feels slapped together. It feels like, who are these people? It feels like, wait, this is. Remember, like back in the day, you go, man, Expo used to be, and now it's like, this is Expo? Like, this is WrestleMania?
These are not the thoughts and opinions of
Send all your hate mail to JCO, is it? Editor-in-Chief of FCN2. I am JCO. Producer of The Wooo Show and editor-in-chief of FCN2 Sports. That name again, JCO is it on FCN and all FCN social media platforms. That is Instagram, that is Twitter, that is the Snapchats. That name again. Is it.
Can you spell it out for them?
That is JCOISIT on Twitters, on the Snapchatties, on the IGers.
Okay.
I am JCO is it.
Okay. Yep. You want to tell people where they can find you since JCO already told?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter. It's T-Shack Talks with a Z at the end. Yeah, I pretty much live tweet if I'm at home. I'll live tweet during the shows, and sometimes I put out tweets during NXT or that night.
That sounds like a plan to me. As y'all know, y'all can find me at Hulk Tone, always, anyways, everywhere. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. Because I'm not. Make sure y'all tune in next week, because we're gonna do our wins and losses for WrestleMania. Since it'll be the Wooo Show before WrestleMania.
You think they'll have have everybody together? We gonna know who Strowman's partner is. Are we gonna know?
Yeah, you just literally
way too much.
Like, you just depressed the hell out of me right there. Like, we don't know. Like, what are you got?
I'm just saying. I gotta keep it real. Like, are we gonna know for predictions? Like,
we'll do all that and more next week when we go over our wins and losses for the pregame, basically our pregame for WrestleMania. I'm Hulk Tone.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't work. We
gotta get our tag team moves together.
Yes.
To, we ain't into the mixed match.
We can
challenge.
be like the Usos.
Which one's married to Naomi?
But I like Naomi.
Which one's married to Naomi? Jimmy?
Yeah.
I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy if this is the case.
I'm Jay.
Y'all have a good night. We out of here.
Good night.